we doing today, guys? So, like Miss Hewitt told you guys, I am a junior firefighter, and what that means is basically, I help put out fire. It's kind of obvious. So, when I first started, I didn't know anything about the fire service. I came to it completely blanked out. I learned exactly like how you guys learned, sitting right here and watching other people perform. So today, I'm just going to run over a little bit of the gear that I use to keep me safe when, there are flames bursting out of windows and in houses. So, stuff the most basic thing. I have here what is called a hood. Now, what this hood is does anybody have a jacket that has like a hoodie on it? Well, it's basically exactly just that. It's just a hood that covers my face. Now, the reason that I do this is because when you're inside, you really don't want to get burned because fire is really, really hot. And we can get up to about, the basic is about 400 degrees. So it's extremely hot. Things that are your oven that can burn you, it's about 4 times that. So this will help me protect, the back of my neck, keeps the back of my head covered, keeps my ears covered, keeps the bottom of my face covered. Now, another thing that I, use every day are right here. I have put together are my boots and pants. So these keep my legs and feet protected, and fire gear isn't 100% fireproof. Think that it is, but it isn't. It just helps me stay safer than my average everyday clothing. It's very thick on the inside, and there's different layers to it. When this color goes pink, that's how I know that it's getting too hot inside that I've got to get out, because this gear isn't fireproof. So, my next most basic thing are gloves. We wear fireproof, very, very heavy gloves. Same as my pants. Got a very big, thick inside layer that'll keep my hands protected. Now, these gloves are cut proof, so that means if there's any glass on the ground or anything like that, or anything sharp in your house, I won't hurt myself while I'm trying to help you guys. The next thing that may be a little bit scary to a lot of people is my mask. Now, who here has watched Star Wars? You guys know who Darth Vader is? Yeah? Well, this is what connects to my air pack on my back. Sadly, I couldn't bring one with me today, but the basic understanding is there's a big bottle of oxygen that I wear on my back. And what it does is there's a little tube that will connect right here to the front of my mask. Now, when I put my mask on, it may change it and make it a little more scary for people. So it's a little bit scary at first, you think this is what's going to save you. But, it's 100% okay, because this is just so that we can protect ourselves while we're trying to save you guys. So, just like, the gas mask, if anyone's ever seen one of those, we have this little piece in the front and this rubber bit that sucks to my face. This is the way that the oxygen will give me a complete seal, and then I'll be able to breathe while I'm inside. Another thing that firefighters wear every single day is our helmets. Now, there are different shield colors. This is to show what rank you are. So, since I am under the age of 18 and not fire certified, my shield is yellow, which shows that I'm a junior firefighter. Basically, just means that I can't do as much as other people can. There are black shields, which show that people can go inside and fight fire, and that they're a little more trained than I am. Then, of course, you have your ranking officers. You have red for your lieutenant, white for your captain, and completely white helmet for your chiefs. Now, the helmet's very simple. There's a little strap in the back here that I can adjust to my head. And just like your average everyday hat, just put it on your head. And then I have this little folded thing, which velcros right on. And so another thing that's very important on this helmet is these. These are called forks. Now what they do is they help protect my eyes. Pretty basic. That's very important because with the fire department, we tend to, have to use saws to get into certain places. Now, you don't want to get a wood chip and launch into your eye. It's not good. Another one of the most basic things that anyone can have in their house is a flashlight. This is a very powerful flashlight though, and it has the ability to cut through smoke. So when there's fog and I'm inside, if I get hurt and I have my light on me, I can shine my light and say, hey, I'm right here. And sometimes I gotta look around inside and it can be really, really dark because smoke burns. And another of the most basic things that I can wear every day is my jacket. So on the back, it says BCFD. Can anyone guess what that means? Exactly. It's just to show that when I'm inside and someone can see my jacket, they know that I'm a part of the Burlington City Fire Department. This is because not only one company comes to save you. There could be multiple different towns coming because your life is just as important as ours. And that's why we do this. We do this because every single one of you are just as important as I am standing up here. Now, just like my pants, there are multiple different layers to this jacket. Now, this is just so that we can protect ourselves. There's a heat layer, which will protect me from the heat. There's a moisture barrier, which will allow me to protect from getting hit with water, and sometimes we sweat, get a little stinky inside. So then we have our outer layer, which everyone sees. This layer is cut-proof and also fireproof as well. When this turns about pink, that's how I know again that it's my time to get out. Now, these jackets are very heavy. On average, every amount of gear that I wear here will add about 36 to 100 pounds on my body, which is very heavy. Now, of course, we have a plain zipper just like any other average jacket, but then we also have Velcro, which will come right on over top of my zipper. And I also have something here that will protect my neck, just like my hood does. So, all put together, this can look a little scary sometimes, You don't know who it is coming into your house to save you. And it's kind of scary when you're told your life is in the hands of total strangers. But one thing you need to know is when you see someone like me, we're not there to hurt you, we're there to protect you. We're there to get you out of the building and save you guys. Because like I said, your lives are just as important as ours. Now, does anyone know a few basic things that we can do to prevent fire outside of our own houses?
You can make sure all electricity is off when you leave the house.
Exactly. Exactly. That's a very important thing to discuss with your family. Everyone here may have a different household. Some people have 2 stories to their houses. Some people only have 1. It's very smart to discuss with your family a very safe route to get out of your house. You may know where there's a door that you can get out of or a window. And another very important thing on top of that is checking your doors when your fire alarms are off. The easiest way to do this is when you walk up to the door, you know how there's a door handle there? That door handle will get very, very hot if there's fire behind your door. So what you can do is take the back part of your palm, very sensitive, and put it up against the door. When you do this, if the door is very hot, do not open the door. That means there is either a flame or a lot of smoke out there. Thank you.
If there's a fire that's going up to my room, I think I would have to shut my door because if you shut your door, the fire would be harder for the fire to separate. Yes?
Exactly. So one good thing about doors is most of them that we have in our houses are made of wood, solid wood. So it will burn and it will still get through, but it does give you that extra amount of time. When it comes down to fire is a time of essence. Back in the older days, when they used a lot of normal materials like wood and brick to build houses, you got about 7 minutes to get out of the house. Now with our newer built houses, with more construction, with more chemicals put into the house to be made, you have about 3 minutes to get out. Stop, rock, and roll. You guys laugh now, that is actually very important. And that is one thing in the fire service that we teach everyone, even our own firefighters, because, like I told you guys, this gear isn't 100% fireproof. So, sometimes we do catch fire ourselves, but we are there and we have that extra layer of protection to come help you guys. So, the best way to do stop, drop, and roll is to know, what's hurting you and where it is. Because sometimes if it's a very basic thing, you can quickly pat it out, but it's not very smart. You just kind of keep your hand away from the wood. So, your basic stop, drop, and roll is very important. It's good. Close your doors when you're sleeping. Fire can start at any time. Fire doesn't wait if it's raining. Fire doesn't wait if it's snowing. Fire happens when it happens. So it's a very good thing when you're sleeping at night. You don't want to just, wake up to see a fire in your room. So yeah, that is something that's a little rough in my service and in the line that I work. Sometimes people don't make it out, and that's why it's important for me to come here and tell you guys this stuff, so you guys know how to get out safely.
I think smoke is more dangerous than fire. Because smoke can travel more easily than fire from the north, and you can have enough time for it to escape the fire. If smoke was under the door,
That is very impressive. That is very true. Smoke is a lot more dangerous than fire because one, smoke is unburnt particles in the air, which is funny enough because people think smoke is just smoke and fire is fire. But smoke can actually catch fire, and which causes something called flashover, where basically the entire room will be lit up in a matter of seconds. And that is very smart because, a lot of things that people look at when they think of house fire, they think being burned alive. But another very big issue, which is why we wear our masks and our air pack, is because of smoke inhalation. If we're burning chemicals and all that, plastic and stuff, you really don't want to breathe that in. That was very smart. Exactly, knowing where it's quick enough for you to get out of the building. Because, like I said, you've roughly only got about 3 minutes to get out. So knowing an escape route is very important.
One more, I think
Yeah, take one more question. Yes, fire will get bigger and bigger because fire feeds off of anything made of wood, plastic, and stuff like that. So it'll burn very quick, it'll burn very bright, and it'll burn very hot. So, make sure that you've got your fire extinguishers. Make sure you check your smoke detectors in your house because smoke detectors need batteries. Make sure they have batteries that are working because this is your line of defense that will let you know immediately that there's a fire.